Hello again, everybody. Welcome to your super show. This is the African Beat on the Voice of America. Earlier on today on the show, I told you that my special guest on this day is the award-winning Cameroonian superstar, Naomi Achu. Well, you want to know more about her? She's going to tell you exactly who she is and how far she's come. Welcome to the African Beat, Naomi.
Thank you so much, Mr. Vandy. I am so honored to be here.
And it is so good because I know it's been a long time that I've been running after you. Naomi, I want you to come to the studio, come to my show. What has been keeping you away?
Just, in the studio and waiting for the right time to come to the studio and making sure that, when I come, I have a lot to give to your viewers.
Today you are ready?
I'm ready.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm ready.
And you are really ready.
Thank you.
And we're going to talk about your music, and you have a brand new album, right?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to look at that. What's the title of the album?
It's called Long Live the Queen.
Long Live the Queen?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
So who is the queen in this sense?
Me. But, I think Long Live the Queen is, it's more of a concept. As opposed to just me. It's more of a concept of, the African woman being strong and empowering herself and empowering the community. Of course, I have the moniker called Queen of Bamenda. So, people call me Queen of Bamenda, and I was like, okay, well, this next album, I have a song called Busybody in it, which talks about hardworking women and women taking time to take care of themselves. So really, it's about female empowerment.
The whole album.
Not all, though. I mean, I would say it's more specific to me.
Okay.
But there's a lot of things that people can pick from.
All right. Mm-hmm. Well, I think we have a lot to talk about today, but let's just start off with the first song because people have heard you and they know now that you're the Queen of Bamenda. You were born in Bamenda, Cameroon, right?
I was actually born in Boya, but my family is from Bamenda.
Your family is from Bamenda.
Yes.
I love the name of that town there, Bamenda.
Yes, it's a beautiful
I just love
town.
it because most of the Cameroonians that I've met, especially those from the Anglophone Cameroonian side, always talk about Bamenda.
Beautiful place. I'm going to take you there one day.
Really?
Yes.
Then I'll be the king.
We should plan a trip. Yes, you will. We will take good care of you.
Oh, well, how lucky I am. Well, African Beat fans out there, get ready because we're coming to Bamenda.
Yes,
but let's
we are.
take our first track for today because there's so much to talk to you about. But let's enjoy good music right now from Naomi Achu, and her first track is called Alaji. We're not going to talk anything about it. We're not going to say anything about it. You listen to the track, and when we come back, you judge us. Let's go. Here we go now with Alhaji by Naomi Achu.
Ela sotu, ela sose, ela sotu, ela sose, ela sotu, ela sose. Otumi, osi, otumi, osi, otumi, osi, ela sotu, ela sose.
I will take your money, go. 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 I will take your money, go.
I like G, got them fancy cars. I like his style. I like G, got them credit cards. I'ma make him mine. Maybe I could be his second wife, so that I could be rich all my life. See, they call him the big spender around the town. Girlfriends come, look at what I found. Now I can get a new car, get my head done, everything that I want. Kilimanjaro, yeah, I'll make you feel like Cupid hit you with an arrow. Queen of Bamenda, almost sexy, bout for you mafia. We know easy. First of all, make I tell you the rules. I'm bossy, and even you know if he stop me, I don't do Corollas, I do Range Rovers. My base rate is high, but I better shine your eyes. See, the black is the berry, the sweet is the juice. But if you upset my gut, I'm bitter like cola nuts. 9 o'clock means 9, not African time. And if you try to disrespect, I double the price. My love will catch you like voodoo, turn you into a mugu. This chicken since they had it, lady, forget it. Give me Gary Boy, please. No, they spy me, Charlie, run on to your wife. What can you do to please me? Your money go, your money go, your money go. Hey, yeah. Shake your body, shake your body, shake your body. I'm by. I gush, I dry. Halifuka, fuka, Hali levelama, 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 levelama. Shake your body, shake your body, shake your body now. Shake your body, shake your body, shake your body. I'm by. I gush, I dry. I go take your money, go. 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 Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, allergy yo. Hey yo, hey yo, allergy, allergy yo, allergy yo. Oh yeah, elle a son sang, elle a son thé, elle a son sang, elle a son thé, elle a son sang, elle a son
Wow, man. Alaji, I go take your money, go.
Yes, so-
Because Alaji na big spender.
Yes, big
Hey,
spender.
Baby,
Not me, oh.
Alefuka.
Alifuka.
Wow, Alefuka. Eh? Come on now. Now, you know, I love the shake your body.
Thank you.
When you just shake your body like that. Come on, guys, shake your body.
Cameroon Titi.
I tell you, this is the African Beat on the Voice of America, and my guest today is the Queen of Bamenda, and that is the one and only Naomi Achu.
Thank you.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
You said this one is from your last album, right?
Yes, my last album, Positive Energy, and it's on iTunes. So if you like the song, go check me out on iTunes, Naomi Achu, Positive Energy.
The allergies are not going to like you for that song.
Actually, a lot of allergies like it.
They like it?
It makes them laugh.
It makes them laugh because, oh my God, and as they laugh, that's how they're going to spend the money.
And that's how they go. They remember the one way they don't take their money. Yeah.
All right. Okay. You know, let's just come back now to the real Queen of Bamenda. You know, we want to listen to your journey a little bit. I know, you know, to start off and be where you are today, it's been quite a journey.
Oh, yes.
So let's
definitely.
look at that a little bit.
Okay, so I've been singing all my life. I wrote my first song when, we used to live in England. So I wrote my first song when I was about 8. It was called Smile. I can't remember all the lyrics, but I've always loved music. And I grew up in a home where my mom used to love
Can you
to
remember a
sing.
bit of that?
Goes smile from ear to ear. Some childish lyrics, something about smile from ear to ear. It'll make you happy. Just a happy song. I was doing I think I was vacuuming. I was just doing some household chore, and then the song came to me. And then when I was in Cameroon, I wrote songs for my girl group in my boarding school.
Okay.
We would have a girl group, and then I would write songs. Some others would write songs, and I would do some leads. And my passion started there because I realized, oh wow, okay, well I can actually write a song. Oh, okay, I can actually hold a note. I can actually sing. So maybe I can explore this further. And it just always been a passion, and I've just loved singing. I love being creative because you just never know what's going to come out of just nothing.
Well, normally, for us who are Africans, those days you're going to school and
Yes.
you start singing.
Yes.
The first thing every African artist would tell you, oh, my parents didn't want me to sing.
Yes.
They want me to be a doctor. They want me to be a lawyer. They want me to be this.
Yes.
So
Yes.
how did you get along with them when it comes to your singing?
It wasn't easy. And
So you had that same battle?
Oh yes, I did. I had a big battle, and not just that, but I'm a girl. So if a boy is having issues, then what more of a girl who is supposed to be submissive and who is supposed to be at home? And I would be in the studio till like 12 midnight sometimes. So it was a big struggle getting my family to understand that it's my passion. And sometimes I still have to struggle with that. But at the end of the day, like they say, at the beginning they will ask you why you're doing it. but later on they will ask you how you did it. So I would just say for anybody who has this aspiration, as long as you're consistent and you're persistent, if you start and people see your passion and they see that what you're doing is good, then they will join in and God will do the rest.
So are the parents around, Mama and Bade around still
Yes.
to see the lady, the woman that you've become, the powerful Naomi Achu, and now when she sings, everybody opens their eyes and their ears and say, whose voice is that?
Actually, it's so funny because this album, the Long Live the Queen, the first single, Busybody, was inspired by my mom.
Ooh.
Yes, because she came to visit with me last year because I just had a baby, so she came
Oh,
and
congratulations.
oh, thank you, and she was all over the place. I think it was like at 11 at night or 12 midnight, and she was telling me to do something. So I said, "But mommy, isn't it so late? Why do why are you giving me chores at 12 midnight?" And then I
And
started
that was
singing.
in your own house?
Yes.
Not their own house. Our mothers are always the same.
Always the same. For my mom, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I will always be her baby. So I said, but mommy, wait. It's 12 midnight. Aren't you going to sleep? So then I said, mommy, you be busybody. They sleep for night. And then I started, I finished writing the song. I went to the studio. I wrote it. I said, mommy, listen to your song. She was like, oh, wow. I was like, oh, wow, this is a hit. She was smiling and laughing. So yes, they're around, and I think they're amused by my work because I like to make people laugh and I like to make my music interesting. So
And that is so interesting. I love that. And so we're not going to waste any more time. We're going straight to the song Busybody, and we're going to dedicate this one to you, Mama. This one is specially for you. We want you to enjoy it because it is your song anyway.
Yes.
And I hope you get some royalties for that.
yes,
No, I'm just saying.
yes.
Make sure Mama gets some royalties.
Oh yes, Mama
Mama, I
will.
hope you're listening.
Mama has
And-
me now. Everything I have is hers.
It has. All right, let's get to the song now. Busybody, the next track here by our guest today, Naomi Achu.
You sabi that? Remy for compound. Remy for down. That mommy way. All man. You go for a house for good chop. This one for you. That's all it is. I don't see.
She be busybody, she know they sleep for night. She be busybody, she know they sleep for night. Busybody, 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 busybody for night.
She remember her husband. She remember her picking. She remember for work farm. She remember her junkie. She remember plenty for back house where she harvest yesterday. She remember commercial avenue for Saturday.
She be busybody, busybody, sleep for night. Busybody, busybody, know they sleep for night. Busybody, 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 busybody for night.
As a woman of God, she go to pray. Christian Women's Fellowship, she go there. Wake up early before all man go plant jam and jama for brown. Since morning she never drink water. She want first feed picking for quarter. If she want cook a chew, she go put plenty kanda. She no first get time off for they do her own yanga. Mommy, which day you go come? She done for chain. Hey, always thinking about other people. When will you think about yourself? Always thinking about other people. When will you think about yourself?
She be busybody, busybody, sleep for night.
Busybody,
Busybody, know they sleep for night. Busybody, 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 busybody.
It's time to get down. Yes, it's time to get down. Saka, people that is so put Remy for down, but now you do look way for this round. You did walk up and down like you did scratch jigger. She be done already, no say don't cost it. Now you want drink water. She be done to the place where you the high banger. Money then for you rest where we don't look house, no day dear. Now she go set to the goodie palava. After you don't go boro. She sabi a paddy, Tom Dick and Harry. Where will not the go drink water gari? You feel say you been boko. You go wrong when she show you go boko.
Busybody,
Busybody,
Mama, Mama
you.
don't capture this one finish.
Thank
eh?
you.
Mama, thank you for giving this inspiration. This is
you.
beautiful.
Thank
Busybody, you know, when you take the normal phrase, the
Yes.
busybody,
Yes.
it's completely different from what you're using it
Yes.
here right now.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Because that phrase goes for gossiping and all this
Yes.
stuff.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
but you know, how did you play around it like that?
Well, it just came to me. You know, when I write songs, sometimes they really just come to me. I don't sit and go looking for them. It just came, and I know very well that in a lot of African countries, when they call you a busybody, that means you're somebody who looks for trouble in other people's homes and you're gossiping. I know it's like that in Nigeria, Sierra Leone, but for me, busybody is just somebody who is always busy. You know, that's my definition. So when I was writing, I was like, okay, busybody, she doesn't sleep at night. And then bringing the whole story into play, I was like, well, it's going to work. And it worked. So,
Like
yes.
busy, that is the Creole, the pidgin.
Yes,
of
yes,
busy.
yes.
Like you are very busy today,
Uh-huh.
doing so much work around the house.
Yes.
And oh my God, I never looked at it that way.
Yes.
Oh
yes.
my God, this is a new one. I love it.
Yeah, and like you said, I like to make people laugh. So, you know, people will listen to busybody and they'll think it's talking about gossiping.
That
but
was the first thing
it's
that crossed my
actually-
mind.
Yes.
This is
So that's
awesome.
good. Thank
I
you.
love it.
Thank you.
Are
Thank you. But that's another way to look at it.
Okay, well, that's good. And
Yes.
for the women out there that are working very hard, you know, every day moving up and down, and we dedicate this one to you.
Yes.
Not that you are going out to look for trouble or gossip. You know, it's the way you walk your body. You know, you do every kind of thing, you know, to make sure, you know, you forget about yourself and think about
Yes.
other people. Always thinking about other
Yes.
people. Always thinking how to help other
Yes,
people.
yes. And that is what mothers do in our society, you know, especially I think mothers do that everywhere.
Everywhere.
You know, you wake up in the morning, you're not thinking about yourself, you're thinking about your child first. What will your child eat? What will your husband eat? Or, you know, how will you provide for your family before even thinking about yourself?
About yourself.
You know,
And you know, our mothers used to cook. When they cook, they will not eat.
yes.
They will wait,
Yes.
you know, until everything is done.
yes,
Everybody has
yes.
gotten their own food.
Yes.
And they will sit in the pot and then
Yes,
eat.
yes,
Man.
yes. Yeah, so it's just to remind them that even though their family is important to them, their health and their well-being is also important to us.
Okay.
So the
okay.
same way they're thinking about us is the same way we're thinking about them.
And this new album,
Mm-hmm.
The Queen.
Yes, long live the Queen.
Long live the Queen.
Yes, I didn't
You know.
I didn't title that album. Somebody did, and I loved it, and I took it. I went with
And
it.
you just took it.
Yes.
Long live the Queen.
It was actually my husband. He said, "Oh, what's your title of your album?" I was like, "I don't know." He was like, "Okay, long live the Queen." I said, "Okay, fine, no problem."
Hey, Mr. Husband. He don't do her.
He don't
Long
do
live the Queen.
Uh-huh.
So he also contributed to the album.
That was his contribution.
That
I said,
was his
okay, fine. I
contribution.
said, if you can put up with me, my late night sessions or studio sessions and all that, then this is the title of the album.
This is the title of the album. So thank you very much, Husby. Thank you. All right. You know, people will definitely want to know about this album, this Long Live the Queen.
Yes.
When is it coming out? You know, where to get it and all this stuff.
Yeah, so my album release party is April 30th at the Friendship Center in Laurel. So I'm hoping the whole of DMV will come out. I know Mr. David Vandy is coming. I know the whole of Voice of America is coming. And the album will be there. So come get that will be where we're actually launching the album. And around that same time, the album will be on iTunes as well. Yes.
All right, you know, let's go back to the music. And you've been in Cameroon. Have you ever performed some of your songs in Cameroon? Tell us
have.
about, you know, when you went to Cameroon,
Yes.
you know, performed there, and your performance here. What does it look like?
I think good music will entertain any crowd. So, you know, when I perform, I think the response is usually the same. No particular difference. My last performance in Cameroon was on CRTV, Cameroon Radio television, with Gwen of the Hello Show. It was wonderful. And it was so interesting because that same day when I was out in the community, I had 2 or 3 people say, "Oh, were you the one I saw on TV? Was that you?" And I was like, "Yes, that's me." So it's nice to know that, you know, people remember you. from seeing you in the morning, and this was a couple of years back when I had just brought out my first EP. But I'm going to be going back this summer by the grace of God for some more festivals and some more shows. As soon as the album is out, I want to take it back home where it belongs.
I know you've won a lot of accolades. You know, you're an award-winning singer from Cameroon.
Thank you.
So what's in the box? What's coming up?
What else is coming up? Well, I've been nominated for certain awards, DEA, which is Diaspora Entertainment Awards, NEGA, let me see, Best Female Artist, I think Best Song, Busybody. Yes.
Yeah, that song is good.
Thank you.
It is good.
Thank you so much. And let's see, the next one is African Awards of Washington, African Awards of DC is coming up in November. Best Female Artist. So it's nice to know that all these boards are recognizing me.
Yeah, recognizing you.
It feels good to know that my work is being
Your work is being recognized out there. All right, This is the African Beat on the Voice of America. My guest is Naomi Achu. You've heard her. Like I said, she's an award-winning star from Cameroon, and she's doing a thing. The album Long Live the Queen is coming out. It's smashing. You've had the songs, and there are more to come. And the next song we're going to play from that album is It's My Life.
Yes.
Let's talk about the song before even I played It's My Life. You know, that title takes us way back to those olden days when we used to dance this old funky music.
Oh, yes.
It's my life.
It's my life. So this is Afrobeat.
Okay.
And I actually wrote the song to the beat. So the beat was made by Sam Clef. He's one of Nigeria's top producers. He's worked with Wizkid and a lot of other top artists in Nigeria. So he made the beat, and it was like, okay, Naomi, here's your beat. I was like, okay, what am I going to write to this? And then this was the inspiration that came to me. It seemed like such a lively beat, and something that people could dance to. So I try to write something very danceable and something that people could relate to.
All right.
So it's My Life.
All right. Well, because this song is a dance song, I'll dedicate it to the host and producer, who is my immediate supervisor, Heather Maxwell of Music Time in Africa. Heather, if you're listening or you're watching this one, we're dedicating this one to you because I know you love to dance. And this is It's My Life. Let's go.
This is for my DJs. It's my life, it's my life, it's my life, it's my life. I go party if I like, if I like, if I like. It's my life, it's my life, it's my life, it's my life. I go party if I like, yeah. Party if I like, yeah. I go chop palaji money if I like. I go drive Lamborghini if I like, yeah. Fly to Miami in the summer. Give boys my number. I go do anything I like. Just remember we don't live twice. You know I'm party now, you sabi. No I'm party now, you sabi. Oh mukulu, oh mukeke, oh mukulu, oh mukeke. No I'm party now, you sabi. No I'm party now, you sabi. Oh mukulu, oh mukeke, oh mukulu, oh mukeke. It's my life, it's my life, it's my life, it's my life. I go party if I like, if I like, if I like. It's my life, it's my life, it's my life, it's my life. I go party if I like, yeah. Party if I like. It's my life, it's my life, it's my life, it's my life. I go party if I like, if I like, if I like. It's my life, it's my life, it's my life, it's my life. I go party if I like, yeah. Party if I like, yeah.
Now who rock the party? Now who rock the party? DMV to Atlanta cause we party hard. I know you haters be looking like, oh my god. They call me a cutter the way I they done. The way I they hold cigarette from my hand. Fine babe, we justify trouble. Drink too much, the boys you see double. Anything I do, they go talk. Even if I pray Holy Mary, they go talk. I beg, I don't tire for chop when I shit. Haters, eat for food and go to sleep. Producers, they want my nyash, but I tell them my talent is better than that. Throwing money in my face like who the hell cares? I make my own money, I've been doing it for years. Gucci jacket, you know go find it for market. Money too plenty, I they throwing for Pete toilet. Big up, I know the beg for collabo. If they won't make me, I go do my song solo.
It's my life, it's my life, it's my life, it's my life. I go party if I like, yeah. Party if I like. You know I'm party now, you sabi. No I'm party now, you sabi. Oh mukulu, oh mukeke, oh mukulu, oh mukeke. No I'm party now, you sabi. No I'm party now, you sabi. Oh mukulu, oh mukeke, oh mukulu, oh mukeke. It's my life, it's my life, it's my life, it's my life. I go party if I like, if I
Samuel Etofi. DJ Droba.
Thank you. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna.
Oh my goodness, this is beautiful.
Thank you.
Well, one thing that I've noticed in all your songs.
Yes.
Normally we have artists that can just sing, and we have those who are rappers.
Yes.
But you blend all of it.
Yes.
And you fusing the Western style
Yes.
into our traditional kind of music.
Yes, yes.
So tell me, how do you go about all of that? Because somebody can be a rapper but
Yes.
not a singer.
Yes,
But you
yes.
sing and you rap and you know.
Yes, and how I started rapping is it's so funny because I started off singing and writing songs, singing, and then one of the first few when I went into the studio, my first time going into the studio to record a song for myself, this was in Cameroon at M1 Studio with Emile Ngumba. I wrote this song and I said, okay, well, let me just add a rap verse into it. Let me see how it sounds. And it came out and people were like, okay. And then I did another one here in my 4-track EP called No Boundaries. It's also on iTunes. There's a song there called The Kind of Man, and I did a rap verse in there. And people were coming to me asking for rap verses. They were like, "Oh, Naomi, can you get on my track for a rap?" I was like, "Okay." I didn't know that I was a rapper now, but I was like, "Well, if this is something people enjoy, then I'll give them more of it." And of course, being in the U.S., I want my music to be able to appeal to people of Africa, but also appeal to the worldwide population. So I do my best to fuse both cultures because my upbringing is African, it's American, and it's British.
And
so
it's
I
British.
so I try to fuse my upbringing into my music.
So can we call it United Nations?
Yes. That sounds better. Let's change the album title, United Nations.
All right. Well, it's been wonderful having you here on this show today,
Thank
the
you so
African
much.
Beat.
Thank you.
Just before I let you go, I know people around the world will be listening to you or they'll watch this video.
Yes.
And what is going to be your message to them? Because, first of all, let's look at the women.
Yes.
You're talking about women empowerment.
Yes.
What would be your special message to the women as this album is coming out? And then you talk to even those in Cameroon that are
Yes.
listening to you right now.
My message to women is think about yourself. In as much as you have a home to run, in as much as you have family to raise, also think about yourself and putting your best foot forward. And I want to speak especially to the youths who are growing up and that need motivation to do certain things. I would say keep respecting your family. Keep respecting your parents is very important. And whatever it is that you want to do, go to them. Whether it is something that they don't like or they like, always look to your parents and to God for that guidance. And be persistent in what you want. And if you're pursuing what you want with a good heart, your family will learn to appreciate you. We need more females we need more females that we can look up to. We're a very powerful gender. We can do a lot of things because we're smart. We're a smart gender. And I want us to use that wisdom to impart the people around us.
Wow.
Yeah.
Words of wisdom. Wow.
Thank you.
That is the voice of a very powerful woman.
Thank you.
So once again, I want to thank you because, this is your show.
Thank you.
Anytime, any day, this is your place.
Thank you.
Make it your place. It is a place for Africa, for African music. We play music from across the continent.
Thank you.
And Voice of America is the only station that can give you at least 30, 45 minutes of your time. Just like this.
I appreciate it.
And we make sure the voices that needs to be heard out there, young stars that are rising up that don't have the platform can come here and we can give them that platform.
Thank you.
So I want to thank you for being here today.
Thank you.
And I wish you good luck and success in all your endeavors.
Thank you so much,
And
David.
to the little queen,
Yes.
your baby is a girl?
Yes, a girl.
Yeah, the little queen that has just arrived.
Yes.
I want to wish her all the best.
Thank you.
And thanks to your husband.
Yes.
For actually understanding who you are.
Yes.
And what your passion is.
Yes.
Because that is where most people fail.
Yes.
That is where most female artists fail. Because their husband or the family do not understand what they have inside them.
Yes.
All what you needed from him is the support.
Yes.
And so I want to thank him for giving you that support.
Yes.
All right?
Thank you,
And
Dean.
so with that, I am David Van Der, and I want to thank you all out there for accepting us in your homes, in your cars, on the streets, wherever you are listening to the African Beat on the Voice of America. And so thanks to Naomi and thanks to Able PR, LaDana Drigo.
Yes,
Man,
yes.
this lady can make things happen. And to my technicians and my engineers out there, I say thank you so much. And to LaDosa Hawkins, thank you for doing all what you're doing for us. And with that, we're going to leave you now. But we leave you with this track. It is called Good Life. Live a good life. Lead a good life. Because the life you live today is what your children will look up to so that they can live that kind of good life. Naomi will send us away with Good Life. Let's rock the house.
Thank you.
We are saying,
Hey, Zaga House.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.